Hey, warrior of life, stop scrolling for a second and listen carefully. In a world obsessed with being seen, heard, and validated, most people are running a race they don't even realize they're in. They chase attention. They beg for understanding. They overexplain their worth. And yet, all that effort leaves them weaker, not stronger. But you're different. You've stumbled upon a truth that the loud world refuses to teach. Silence is not emptiness. It is power. And today, we're going to unlock the kind of silence that transforms your life, builds your inner fortress, and forces the world to respect your space, even without a single word. Before we dive in, do this small thing that matters. Hit that like button if this resonates with you. Drop a comment with your own affirmation, and share this video with someone who's ready to stop chasing and start rising. And while you're at it, subscribe for weekly wisdom that strengthens your mind, sharpens your focus, and elevates your life. Silence makes your absence louder than words. Have you ever noticed that the people who chase, beg, and overexplain often feel invisible? But the moment you stop talking, stop pleading, stop sending message after message, suddenly your absence echoes. Silence has a strange way of making people reflect. Not you, but them. Think back to a time someone hurt you or ignored you. Your instincts scream to call, text, explain. But the truth is this: the more you speak, the less impact your words have. The more you chase, the more they pull away. Silence pulls them in. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." When you withdraw, you reclaim control. You stop being a puppet to someone else's choices. Your absence becomes your loudest statement, a mirror reflecting their own actions back to them. 2. Silence lets you hear the truth you could never find in noise. The world never stops talking. Social media, friends, family, endless opinions. It's all noise, and in heartbreak or betrayal, most people scramble to fill that noise with advice, validation, or confrontation. But the Stoic knows real answers don't come from shouting. They come from listening to yourself. Silence isn't avoidance, it's clarity. It's letting your mind separate truth from emotion, values from reaction. In that stillness, you hear the real lessons. I stayed too long. I don't need closure from them. My peace is my own responsibility. When you stop reacting, you stop being manipulated. You stop surrendering your power to people who don't value it. The quieter you become, the louder your inner wisdom speaks. And that wisdom always points you toward peace. 3. Begging for closure is self-betrayal. We all want that final explanation, that conversation that sets us free. But Stoics understood a brutal truth. If someone truly cared, they wouldn't require you to beg. And if they don't give it, their silence is the closure. When you chase closure, you give them control over your healing. You end up talking to someone who has already made peace with hurting you. Real closure is not something they provide. It is something you grant yourself. Walking away quietly, without resentment, without demand, is more powerful than any conversation. Epictetus said it best: don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Let your actions, your stillness, your dignity show the world your worth. That is real closure. 4. Silence reveals what words try to hide. Words are powerful, but they can be misleading. People say what they think you want to hear. They craft apologies, excuses, justifications. But silence cannot lie. It exposes patterns. It forces people to reveal who they truly are. Step back and stop explaining yourself. Watch how people respond when you don't feed their illusions. The ones who truly care will reach out. The manipulators will get frustrated. The indifferent will disappear. Silence is not emptiness. It's an X-ray that exposes reality. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. The Stoic silence lets actions speak louder than words, and in that observation, you regain the power that explanations and arguments could never give you. 5. Not explaining yourself is the ultimate confidence when someone misunderstands you. It stings. The temptation to defend yourself is strong, but confidence is not loud. Confidence is grounded. Confidence does not need approval. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, don't waste what remains of your life speculating about your neighbors unless with a view to some mutual benefit. Every time you try to convince someone of your worth, you give them power over your time and energy. The person who doesn't explain himself doesn't need validation because he is aligned with his values. He acts with purpose. He walks away from chaos. He lets silence speak volumes. This is not arrogance. It is peace, and peace is irresistible. 6. Detachment in silence teaches the hardest lessons. Walking away quietly is the most profound form of teaching. Not with anger, not with drama, but with calm detachment. You leave, and the world, particularly those who underestimated you, has no choice but to reckon with the absence of your energy. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When you stop reacting, their mind fills in the silence. They confront their own choices. They feel the weight of your absence, and in that, you don't need to teach, explain, or argue. Your dignity and your silence do it for you. Detachment isn't cold. It's the ultimate self-respect. It's the act of valuing your inner peace over someone else's understanding. And it terrifies those who once thought they controlled you. The foundation of Stoic silence. Silence is not weakness. It's mastery. It's control. It's self-respect. You don't have to justify your worth, prove your value, or fight to be understood. That energy is sacred. Protect it. Preserve it. Let your presence and your absence do the teaching. Every time you choose silence over reaction, you reclaim power. Every time you walk away quietly, you reinforce self-worth. Every time you hold your peace, you create an invisible shield no one can penetrate. Remember this affirmation: my silence is my power. My absence is my lesson. My peace is my priority. Say it, believe it, live it. If this video resonated, thank you for giving yourself this moment. Like, share, and comment your affirmation below. Your voice matters here, and every action you take is a step toward mastery of yourself. Subscribe for more weekly guidance on Stoic strength, inner power, and the quiet discipline that transforms life.